Okay, so little girl has vision kind of like yours, but eyeballs are a little bit different. So today we had the big braille talk.
Yeah.
Help me, man.
So one really important thing about braille is you have to understand that it's kind of like reading normally. You have to learn the alphabet first and get through stuff from there. Many things you have to do. Also, it's not just braille. When you're a blind person, you often need more than just braille.
Oh, I see you showing us your braille display.
For example, I have this. It's a Braille Touch Plus. It's an Android tablet with braille cells.
Okay, can you move your shoulder just a smidget so we can see it? Oh, and we've got your Prodigy and you've got your monitor. Can you turn on the monitor so we can see how the braille pops up? Cool.
Turn on the braille note.
This is good because then mom and teacher can see how braille lessons go when you're on video. Yeah.
So basically, I turn on the braille note and also the monitor.
Right.
The monitor is just the for your kid, you probably won't need a monitor like this, and if you do, it's more likely so the parent can see what the kid is doing.
Correct. Parent or teacher can follow along, and if she says, wait a minute, how do you spell especially, the parent or teacher can follow along on the monitor. Yeah. Plus right now her vision's about like yours, so she can still kind of see some of that, you know.
As you can see here, I have this menu. So basically, this one basically just has speech on which can also help people who can't see very well. So
when the computer's talking and the speech is on, do you ever do an earbud?
No.
No, you don't? Okay. Some students do.
Anyway,
you want to open up one of your documents, maybe? Is Keymail still being snarky?
I don't know. Anyways, this one. Anyways,
are you sure you want to open this notification? So button by menu.
Anyways,
Keyword did not close last session. Prompt discard button keyword.
Anyways, here I'm just gonna show you one of the applications to show braille.
Cool. I'm gonna make you bigger. There you
go.
Here it is.
Okay, so we see a blank page and a cursor blinking. Good.
So basically, this word processor basically lets you type things. So like A, that is how you kind of write an A in braille.
Okay, Bree, can you move Bree is behind. Can you move the camera down just a smidget so we can also see his hands while we see the screen? How's that? That's a little far.
I recommend you look at a braille chart or two. Both of them have different reasons why they are important.
Oh yes, having like a braille cheat sheet is great, huh?
Yeah, so the first one that I'll mention is Aroga. This one is really good for getting all those contractions in your head and understanding the categories of contraction.
I'm glad to hear you say that. You like the Aroga braille chart. I didn't know you liked that one. Okay.
It is really good when you need to know exactly what type of contraction you are working with.
Contractions, yeah. So maybe you can show us some contractions. Can you explain some basic ones, maybe alphabet ones?
Example of a contraction is this. I have a lot of these memorized into my head. Yeah. So this is an example of a alphabet contraction. C. As you can see.
Well, we can't quite see your screen all the way. Maybe we can back you up a tiny bit. There we go. Can, C equals can. And it also comes out in braille at the bottom of your braille display.
Yeah, and it will at the bottom of the display.
Yay!
Where I can show C.
And it said it too.
Can.
Give us another one so we can hear it.
And also D for do.
2,
See?
Uh-huh. So you can
D.
kind of quiz yourself and see if you're right.
space, C deleted.
As you can see, there's many ways of doing this. Like right
How
there.
many, how many can you do, Russ? Let's do a challenge. How many alphabet contractions can Russell remember and say it before the computer says it? So you can just type the alphabet and see if you can say what the alphabet letter stands for before the computer does.
A,
Yeah,
A. Easy.
but
B is but. Good job.
can. D do.
Good job.
E.
every,
Oh, I did that one.
She beat ya. Okay. E, F.
G, go,
Did you do F? I think that's F. I can see on your Braille display and on the screen. I think we skipped F.
I think of that one.
So,
just,
okay. Are you just doing the ones you remember?
No,
knowledge,
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
Oh, you forgot knowledge. Yeah, that's kind of a weird word.
Like
5K is easier.
and deleted, M,
M.
more,
Wouldn't have gotten that one either.
You forgot more? Oh,
Yeah.
are you getting rusty? Do we need to do a little practice, I believe?
Not.
Good.
C deleted,
N. Not.
Great. Yay, Russ.
P. People.
people,
Good. Ooh, Q.
White.
Quite very nice. You are.
white,
People are quite raw.
R, I think, is rather.
Rather.
So,
Good.
people quite rather so.
Makes funny sentences, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite rather so.
Every go have this knowledge, like more not. People quite rather so.
Great. And then T. Mm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
You knew that one though. I know you do.
I did get that one at school, quite sort of a little bit though.
Yeah. What about you?
Under.
Good.
Oh, I said under.
You said under?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you itchy?
Voice. Oh.
Boy, you know it's not voice. Russell Dorn. V is very, very quite rather so people. Knowledge. Like
But
more knowledge, like people like more knowledge, Russell.
or not. People quite rather say that as very.
People that like knowledge so very rather what? I don't like I've lost my sentence. Ugh.
I lost my sentence.
Let's see if we can find another word. What's next? TUVW?
Wing.
Did you say when or will?
Wing.
Wing? Oh, you're just tricking me now. WX?
It.
It. Very good. People like it. Knowledge. People like it. Russ, listen. Knowledge.
Oh, that
People
is.
like it.
I will it.
What about Z, the tricky Z?
I'll do what I need to do. You. Zebra.
It is not zebra. Oh, gracious. What am I going to do with you? Okay, so people quite, ooh, I could almost see your funny sentence.
And a butt can
I just need to slide it away a bit.
so have just knowledge like more not people quite rather so that us very will it you as.
Ah, ha, ha. Z is as. That is so strange.
That's why I said zebra.
Do we need to do team viewer? You're wobbling me.
Yeah, so I'm not very good at that. Yeah.
You want to do team viewer?
Yeah, I would like to the team viewer.
All righty, let me see if I can fire her up.
Sorry, but we're about to get team viewer on. This should help show you anyway a little bit better.
I will, you know what, I'm going to see if I can share. Let's see how this looks or if it gets crazy. All right. Partner ID, please, sir.
Okay, so we're about to get on team viewer. This pretty much just gonna help us show you all the stuff, and occasionally we all do this too. Might just be a good anyway. This should also help you see what we are doing. So yeah,
Perfect.
we're about to do that.
All applications.
By the way, it doesn't have Chrome as internet by default. It's just that we installed that and made it to my mom did that.
Oh, okay.
Rail terminal.
No.
Camera.
Team viewer. So you get to install apps just like you do on any tablet, right?
Sheets.
Nope.
Sudden quick support.
Team viewer. Sweet.
Support.
Your ID is
Slash.
Gosh,
Device.
my idea. Apparently, my idea is that.
//start.txt.
it says, oh, you know what? Did we turn off internet last time? It says check your connection. It sounds like you might be disconnected from Wi-Fi. How do you troubleshoot that? Good.
Xerator plus speed file internet. Chrome.
Maybe settings. Yeah.
Volume. Manual apps.
Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry, Daisy.
Settings. Night light schedule. Set screen network and internet. Wi-Fi. Network and internet.
It's off.
Wi-Fi. Refresh list. Switch on.
Good job, man. Rock on.
Overview. Main menu. Open main menu. Dismiss main set. Open. Dismiss settings. Quick support. TM viewer. Quick support. This device. On any other device. Go to H.
Okay. And so you are, okay, I got you. I'm going to send you a connection invite. Ready?
Yeah. So 894-895-113.
Gotcha. Found you. Click OK.
You love an eye. Button. Low. Button.
Good.
Support.
All right. Now I can.
Okay.
Email has stopped.
Okay. Of course it has.
Recent apps. Overview.
Oh.
Support. Open. Dismiss. Separate.
Let me share Team Viewer
Box. End of document.
so people can see what you've been writing on Team Viewer. Cool. So now I've changed the video so people who are watching this video can see everything that's on your screen.
It's not showing that. It's showing like sign in, remote control, meeting, which is selected.
Oh, on yours, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. But actually, it's all good on my side of it. Oh, you're right. You know what? It's sharing both. That's weird. It looks like it's sharing both the sign-in page and your screen. I hope. We shall find out. We have a green highlight.
No, it's only on my screen. It's only showing
only
English.
showing that. Okay, thank you for letting me know.
It's not showing my screen at all.
I'm gonna look and see if I can show. Now what do you see?
Now I see the area that has the screen.
Okay, perfect. All right, now that we're sharing the correct view of TeamViewer, a free app that is so easy to use.
Yeah, so
Be
basically it's
inside your computers. I can see everything you're typing. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to hit your .8 and go down a line. Okay, thank you. I want you to type me a secret message using alphabet contractions.
will show it on the display.
That's okay. It's coming from your brain. We get that. It's the lesson is you practicing making sentences using braille contractions, and we're gonna watch you do one.
Yeah, so
It'll be a secret until we see it.
the issue is it will show it as I'm writing it.
I know. That's good. That's helping us learn how the braille note works. Go for it, man. Good. Be polite. Oh.
Space P deleted dot 5 deleted dot 4 R. Written
Oh.
space deleted. Parent space delete P deleted dot 4 R. R deleted P. Space
What just happened?
I don't know what person. How do I do person?
Oh, okay. So just type a P, ER contraction,
1 2
SON.
6 S O.
There you go. Good job. I like that. So we got to see you use some more advanced contractions. How about, do you want me to challenge you?
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. I want you, is that your screen or mine? Yours. I think you might have hit a menu option. Got it, Russ?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, you're ready. Oh, thank you. Let me think. Mother likes knowledge. Good.
Like
Oh, tricky.
K deleted space delete L deleted L I K S like deleted knowledge.
Knowledge. So what happens if you type LS? L for like.
Space K space
Will it allow you to do that?
deleted S S.
Oh no, it does not. LS is a list. It's so it typed out LS because it doesn't like it when you add an S to an alphabet contraction.
Yeah, so the rule with alphabet contractions is they can only be a whole word. They can't be like beginning of word and then they suffix like an X.
Go, Russell. Good remembering, man. Okay, so can you fix that? How do you correct it?
Space deleted S deleted.
Good job. Knowledge.
Now you can see when you space it, because this brown contracts everything for you, as you can see, it doesn't contract likes.
There you go. So you had to spell it out. Likes. Good job, man. All right, so hit your space and give me a knowledge.
K.
Good. All right, down a line, please.
End of document.
Father does not like soup.
Sewer.
Soup. Soup, like you eat the soup.
P. Part. Deleted. M. Deleted. F.
Good. DOES. What shall you do? Can you use the do?
Space.
Good job. Not.
M.
Good. Like.
L. Like.
Soup. Do you know how to spell soup?
Three deleted. A. P. Swim.
Good. Yes. Try again. What do you say to that middle? Wait, listen for a minute. That ooh sound. What are some possibilities to make that oos? Ooh.
That's 1, 2, 5, 6. P.
Rock on with your bad self, man. Woo! Love it. And what about some punctuation? How do we end this?
Dots 2, 5, 6.
So it's a statement. Okay. Do you suppose we should capitalize the beginning of that sentence?
Yeah.
Dot 6.
Rock on, buddy.
Father.
Good job, Russ. Nice. I can tell you've been using your equipment and your braille in class. I love it. Shall we end here? Do you have anything more you would like to say about
Before we leave, I just wanted to say that when you are learning braille, there's one important thing you have to know.
Okay.
Actually, two things. One thing, if you have worse vision, it's probably a good idea to get a magnifier. And the most important thing of all, if you want to learn braille to the potential, a cheat sheet like this, like the XP braille system, could help you a lot.
Yeah, there are cheat sheets that help us, especially the grown-ups that are helping the students. Those cheat sheets can be wonderful. So what about reading with your fingers? What have you mastered with Hadley, reading with your fingers?
Basically, one important thing is when you're reading braille, you have to make sure you get that connection between your fingers and your brain down.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've reached that point where your fingers are talking to your brain?
Not completely, but to a certain degree, yes.
Working on it. Okay, excellent. I like to hear that. That's great.
And there are all ways to help you with braille. I'll show one of the braille charts right now on my magnifier.
Okay.
That's also a Android device. This is also a great pickup if you have the money for it.
Well, you can get those on quota funds, actually.
What do you mean?
I think with a lot of my students, even that it's hard to get it to where you can really read it effectively, because sometimes low vision is different for each person, you know?
Yeah.
I'll have a really hard time even seeing stuff with a magnifier.
True.
And it's even more important to work on our braille. However, I like having those cheat sheets available for the teachers as well, and the grown-ups and the moms and the dads and everybody.
Two cheat sheets that are really good are called the Aroga cheat sheet and also the XP system cheat
Okay,
sheet.
would you like to
Both are good for different reasons. One thinking, like I'll probably be sharing I'll be sharing my screen right now. Oh, I will be sharing my screen right. I will be sharing my screen right now so I can show some of these braille charts. I'll show both.
Oh, okay. So you're going in through your iPad?
Yeah.
Smart. G-A. Very good, Russ. G-A.
It's not G-E.
It'll still pull it up.
So here it is.
Good.
Aroga, and I believe we can just search it like that on Google Chrome.
Great. We may have to add the word braille for it to understand.
Yeah. Aroga.
Oh, there it is. Good job. There it is.
Here it is.
Thanks,
So
Russ.
basically all
Perfect.
those spaces, basically all of the contractions, but there are
That's it.
quite a few, and basically all the symbols and stuff you need for Braille. There are quite a few, so this kind of has them in a little table. These are just, there's also some cool intel, like this retired contractions. These are not used in UEB. Do not use these. But this is just an egg. And look at all these. These are all the short form words. You can just kind of take a thorough look at this. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I'll also do
Okay.
so the
It's actually an X.
I was saying DUX.
Yep. Ducks. D-U-X. There it is. Duxbury
Duxbury
Braille.
Braille.
Option. Great.
Duxbury Systems.
Ooh, and then
Duxbury Braille.
chart.
Duxbury
See it.
Braille charts and they're well, I'll just search for images and here it is. All of the contractions, nice little table.
Yep. There we go. By
Look at all of them.
this time.
Sometimes it's kind of, for some reason, in all of these pictures, it's kind of blurry, but this one's a little bit better. As you can see, again, all of the contractions.
Every single contraction you ever need to know.
A nice little table.
Basically. Yep.
So just look here, got all the contractions and even a little bit of signs.
So if we forget how to do the TION suffix on a word, we can look it up, and we could look it up alphabetically.
Yeah, just
Remember
basically
what type.
it's hard if you're not as Braille savvy, and if you want to look at them by word.
So here's a question. Can you remember the TION contraction? Shun?
No.
SS final letter. Choo choo.
As this final letter.
So big brother, little brother, shun. SION, TION.
Yeah.
Final letter.
So there's basically just all the contractions. I can just look at this.
For it? Okay, hold the screen still. Okay, see if you can zoom in on that. That might be too tiny. Is it too tiny, or can you see that on your end? Woo! Silly thing.
As you can see, all of the contractions and stuff. You can just look at this, and even has like the little other stuff.
Well, now I'm just dying to say what TION is. It's 5-6N because final letter.
Yeah, so the TION is 5-6N. I'm gonna
shun with an S is 4-6. 4-6N.
I just noticed that for some reason under the T it isn't there. Oh, there
it's just really hard
to
see.
5-6N.
There it
As
is.
you can just look for a bunch of random contractions. Let's just look for about.
Okay.
The chart. So we can look at A after learning again already.
The very first one. I'll give you a hint. The very first one on the A.
Yeah, as you can see, about.
About A B.
Just look,
Thanks,
find according right there, and let's just look for ing right there.
Where? Okay, tell me what the dots are for ing, please.
3, 4, 6.
Great. 3, 4, 6. There are only 6 dots in our regular Braille cell, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, sir. Anything else you can think of you would like to say to our friends at home?
By the way, the reason why this looks like this with all of the except for W, and W is just over here, is actually because, believe it or not, W was written long after the creation of Braille. It's because originally Braille was in like Spanish, I think, and
French,
and
very good.
and there was or French, yeah, and W apparently wasn't a letter in there, so W is all on its own because
We
it
added
isn't really made with the same patterns.
pattern. Tell us about the pattern.
So the pattern is basically through the first 10 letters, and then the next 10 are same thing but adding a 3.
Good.
Then all the rest of them, which there are 5, which there are 6, but the B is different. The other 5 at the bottom, add a 6 to that.
Correct.
So if W was here, it would look just like X, and it would just look just like X, and it would actually be the same dots as and.
Are you talking about Y?
No, I'm talking about W.
W is a backwards R.
Oh, I meant no. I'm talking about how, like, if it was following, if W was following the same
Oh, same pattern. I see what you're.
the same pattern, and Z, all of them will be moved over a letter or past with X and past, and Z would be the same dot as and contraction.
Right. Great. There you go. So yeah, there's some really cool patterns inside just those 6 little dots, huh?
Yeah.
I love patterns, don't you? I just think it's
Yes.
so cool.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing is if for some reason there was one more letter in the language that Braille was translated into, that would have meant G. G would be a full cell, just like 4.
Let's see. Okay, so G is what dots?
1, 2, 4, 5.
Very good. And if we added which 2 dots, you would have a full cell.
5, 3, and 6.
Very good. And what does this full cell stand for?
4.
The
I
word
can now
for,
look that up
F-O.
on the same chart
See, where
right
is it?
now.
Woo, he's flying.
And
Okay, now hold it very
then
still.
4.
There it
I think
is.
equals that.
All dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals the word 4. Yay. A friend for Russell. A friend for father. First friend for father. We could make a sentence out of just using the F contractions.
Yes.
What about father's first friend?
From father.
From father. Funny. No funny. There's no funny contraction. Darn. I wish there was.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, this is also might be helpful. These signs here. The funny thing is capitalization pass and capitalization termination don't work on the Braille note. They just don't. But the capital word does.
Yes. So when you're talking about doing a passage, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave us some trouble when we tried to capitalize an entire passage just on the Braille note. I think we figured it out though eventually.
Oh, yes, we did.
We did.
Email has stopped.
Yeah, it's kind of weird on Braille note how the capital passage and termination indicators work, but we're able to do it.
Yeah, that's kind of more advanced
Also
lesson, though.
this kind of weird italic symbols that we don't really use.
Yeah, sometimes we can learn those later. Some of these things are a little more advanced that we can wait and learn. a little-
Also, we've never used these grade 1 symbols,
Oh, what do you mean grade 1?
like the ones under the capitals in the chart. Grade 1 symbol, grade 1 word, grade 1 passage, grade 1 termination.
Okay. So grade 1 is actually when we spell out the whole word. Grade 2 is when we include our contractions.
Yes.
Yes, like OU, ING, ER, ED. We have shortcuts for all those guys. Right?
Yeah, but all of that stuff is only handled at grade 2. So if you wanted to be able to be read by lower people who are only doing grade 1 braille, these symbols can help you on devices that might get contracted.
So it's really not all that complicated, right? I mean, like it looks kind of like when you first look at it, you might feel like, what does that mean? But it's kind of simple, isn't it?
Yeah, all of that stuff with like the grade 1 stuff and grade 1 Terminator are for people who only spell out their stuff, and it can also be useful if you're if you're like me, where your initials make a short form.
I
Right. So, for example, if you don't want like for example, if you were me and you wanted to write your initials, you wouldn't want your initials to look like road, like the word road. So you would use the grade 1 symbol before it.
Uh-huh.
So it wouldn't go to road. This
Okay,
could be helpful for many more situations than just that, but that's just an example.
Can you zoom out on the page just a tiny bit so we can see more of the page?
Yeah.
Just okay. So I'm gonna give you a sentence in code. Ready?
Okay.
DYLBRL.
So it's, do you like braille?
Man, good thinking. I could hear your brain just thinking. Awesome stuff, man. It's fun talking in code, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So is it 5T to say goodbye? GDBYE. 5T. Well, I guess I could have said is X 5T to say GDBYE.
It's kind of hard to remember.
Can you do it?
It's too much for me to process.
That's a lot to process. Okay. Is XS would be, oh, no, wait. Sorry. I don't know why I put an S in there. Is X, is it 5T? Guess?
Okay.
Do you have a guess about 5T?
Time.
Good. To say, what does GD stand for?
Good.
BYE. Bye.
It's a time to say goodbye.
You got it. After I made a couple mistakes. Whoopsies.
Yeah,
All right,
anyways,
mister,
I need to show that these braille charts are very useful when you come across them. Both of the braille charts, both Aroga and Document and Duxbury are both really good. But if you need for parents, and Aroka is really good if you can just see a little bit and you can and remember all the options and where they're placed, and that may help you a little bit more.
Yeah. So Russell, can you stop your screen share and give us a sign off with your face? Let's see if you can get your face right in the screen and your eyes looking at your audience.
Okay, so I'm just moving the camera back to me and bye.
Wait, what this? So do it like a news reporter. This is, say your name. You know what I mean? Like a news reporter would say, this has been Dr. Alstron with the 5 o'clock news with your Braille lesson.
This is Russell from Kathia, from Russell's idea to show Braille to a family who needs help.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I'm going to stop.
Russell News.
The Russell News. There you go.
Just